Good afternoon, everybody. How is all my wonderful subscribers and viewers out there doing today? I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. It's Nikki D, and welcome back to the Nikki D channel. Today, we're going to be doing my top 10 favorite WWE commentators. For decades, commentary has been the voice behind WWE, and today we are going to celebrate them. Who's your favorite commentator of all time? Let me know down in the comment section below. You want to say hi? You want to talk about wrestling? Just post a comment down in the comment section below, and I read and reply to every positive message I see. Don't forget to like the video, share the video all over social media, and smash that subscribe button so you can be notified of when I drop my next video. With that being said, I hope everybody continues to have an amazing day, and without further ado, let's get to number 10, Jerry the King Lawler. Jerry the King Lawler was on the commentary desk for many years in the 2000s and early 2010s, and he was excellent at being able to say the most ridiculous things. He was great at being able to make you say, did he just say that? As he was the color commentator alongside Jim Ross, who we'll get to later in the video. And Jerry the King Lawler would have been higher on this list, in my opinion, if he didn't turn into a 1980s cartoon character. Every time a diva came to the ring, he would go into a drooling type of personality, almost get the habuga in his eyes, and honestly, I really felt like a lot of people like that, but I felt like it was a downfall to his commentary character. Jerry the King Lawler was a great commentator when it came down to wrestling. He was a heel commentator, so I expected a lot of people to not like him, considering he's always backing the guy that you don't like. But at the end of the day, Jerry the King Lawler was such a great commentator. He complimented Jim Ross so well. They were such a dynamic duo in the commentary desk for many years, and honestly, Jerry the King Lawler's voice will be never forgotten. A legendary voice in WWE, and he just knew what to say and when to say it. He was excellent at being able to get the WWE Universe to feel whatever way he wanted to, whether he wanted them to like him or not like him. He was great at being able to play both the roles. And Jerry the King Lawler did get a few laughs out of me quite a few times in the 2000s. And honestly, Jerry the King Lawler is one of the best commentators WWE has ever had. And our first honorable mention of the evening goes to John Bradshaw Layfield. JBL was an excellent commentator in WWE, a bad guy to the bone, and he had no problem saying exactly how he felt on the mic. This man just had a voice for it, and he was definitely side by side with Michael Cole on a lot of the commentary that he did. JBL most of the time did not want you to like him. He was great at being able to say some of the most ridiculous things. Backing superstars like The Miz was absolutely awesome. JBL was never known to be a good guy anyway. So it's no surprise that JBL ended up becoming a bad guy commentator. It makes absolutely perfect sense for who JBL's character is. And honestly, I don't think he could have done the job any better. JBL was definitely very professional and very to the point with his commentary skills. And honestly, I don't think there's anybody in WWE then, now, or forever that can duplicate what JBL did in the commentary booth. Like I said, he is an absolute legend, and honestly, I would love to see him come back every once in a while to commentate because the man just has a gift for it. Honestly, JBL, the way he's able to deliver his commentary and the way he's able to make you feel the words that he says is absolutely next level, which is why JBL is definitely one of the best commentators of his era. Number 9. Booker T. Up next, we have the five-time, and five-time WCW champion in Booker T. And honestly, he has been an excellent commentator in his older years, whether he's on the kickoff panel for a WWE pay-per-view or he's on NXT every Tuesday night. Booker T has been able to bring the smack on the mic, whether he's saying exactly what's on his mind or he's giving us his ducky quack quack moment of the night. Booker T is an absolute beast on the commentary mic. On Tuesday nights, he sits alongside Vic Joseph, and honestly, Booker T is the star of the commentary table. In NXT, he has his favorites, Roxanne Perez being the main one, and Booker T has no problem telling the WWE Universe who he likes, who he doesn't like, and that's one of my favorite things about Booker T when it comes to his commentary, is his honesty on the microphone. Yeah, there's sometimes where he says some of the craziest things, and makes you question, did he really mean to say that? But Booker T has no problem telling the WWE Universe exactly how he feels every Tuesday night. There's a lot of people that will say that Booker T is the voice of NXT right now, and it's hard to debate that because of how great Booker T is on the microphone every Tuesday night. I absolutely love what Booker T's doing down in NXT, and if he continues to be a mainstay in NXT for years to come on the mic, he could climb on this list. Number 8, Jonathan Coachman. Jonathan Coachman was in WWE during the Attitude Era and for a slight time after the Attitude Era, but Jonathan Coachman was a jack of all trades in WWE, whether he's on the commentary desk or he's a Vince McMahon's lackey or he's getting pulverized mentally and verbally by The Rock. Jonathan Coachman was analytics to a T. He was excellent at being able to call the play-by-play, but the coach was also excellent at being able to give his honest opinion of what he thinks of each of the WWE superstars, and we got so many entertaining segments from Jonathan Coachman, whether it was segments with Vince McMahon, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock. Jonathan Coachman did segments with all of them. He was definitely one of the best entertainers of the Attitude Era. And honestly, he was wonderful on the microphone. When I think of 2002 WWE commentary, Jonathan Coachman is the first person that comes to my mind. And even after he was in WWE, he went to ESPN and tried his luck over there. The sky was the limit for Jonathan Coachman. But when it came to WWE, he was excellent at being a commentator. He was excellent at being in a spot where anybody wanted him to be. Vince wanted him to do something. He turned lemons into lemonade. That's exactly what Jonathan Coachman did in the early 2000s. And honestly, I think he's one of the best commentators of the Attitude Era for that. And Jonathan Coachman could definitely be in the Hall of Fame one day from commentary alone. Number 7, Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett was in WWE in the early to mid 2010s, and he did an excellent job in the ring as a part of Nexus in a huge rivalry with John Cena. But once he was finished with wrestling, he went right to the commentary desk and picked up his legendary skills right where he left them off. Wade Barrett is excellent at giving you his unopinionated, honest opinion about how he feels about anything, whether it's popular with WWE superstars or not. Wade Barrett did dabble in the NXT commentary desk, which he did an excellent job at. Wade Barrett's been on the kickoff panel for WWE pay-per-views, and every time Wade Barrett gets on the commentary desk, he says something that you're going to remember. There's no denying that. Wade Barrett's color commentary during matches is also next level. He's great at being able to flip on a dime. He backs the guys he likes. That's what commentators do. Wade Barrett is no exception to that rule. And Wade Barrett is a heel commentator, and he is excellent at it. Very similar to JBL. He didn't really be a good guy at all for his career, whether he was part of Nexus or giving bad news. Wade Barrett has always been a heel commentator, and he's always been a heel WWE superstar as well. So we really didn't need to sway too far from what Wade Barrett is good at here, and Wade Barrett stuck to what he's good at, and he's been one of the best commentators in WWE over the past 8 to 10 years because of it. And similar to Booker T, if Wade Barrett continues to be brilliant on the microphone, he could climb on this list as well. Number 6, Corey Graves. Corey Graves is a WWE commentator, first and foremost. Yes, once upon a time ago, Corey Graves was a NXT superstar looking to get to the main roster. But Corey Graves ended up finding out just how gifted he is at being a commentator, and similar to a lot of guys on this list, Corey Graves just has the voice for it. He is an excellent bad guy commentator again. But Corey Graves is just excellent at being able to make you say, did he just say that? because Corey Graves is out to left field with some of the things he says, but when he's not out in left field, he's hitting the bull right on the bullseye, because he is so honest and accurate with a lot of the things he says. He really makes up for some of the weird things that comes out of his mouth, and not to mention his commentary rivalry with Byron Saxton was absolutely next level. Just to hear those two argue was entertaining in itself. I really hope one day we get a blow up match between Corey Graves and Byron Saxton. Boy, would that be fun. But Corey Graves always has a comeback for everything. It doesn't matter whether he's in the right, it doesn't matter whether he's in the wrong. Corey Graves always has a smart and calculated comeback for everything that he does on the microphone, which is why he is such a great commentator. He's also great at the play-by-play as well, especially when he's alongside Michael Cole. Corey Graves, if he continues down this road, he could climb on this list. Corey Graves is definitely one of the best commentators of this era, and Corey Graves could be on a long road with the WWE commentary that could see him do this for the next 15, 20 years at least. Number 5, Pat McAfee. Oh, 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 oh. And Pat McAfee making it into my top 5. And he hasn't even been here for that long. But I absolutely love everything that Pat McAfee has done, not just with WWE, but with College Game Day for college football as well. The Pat McAfee show is always a banger, and the superstars that Pat McAfee is able to interview on that show is absolutely next level. I believe Stephanie McMahon and Triple H at one point have been a part of the Pat McAfee show. It's such wonderful to see Pat McAfee and WWE intertwining together, because Pat McAfee has the drive to be a commentator. Yeah, he's got a good voice as a commentator, but the emotion that he shows as a commentator is absolutely next level. The way he is able to bond with certain superstars and diss other superstars like Jey Uso and Gunther, for example, is absolutely amazing as well. I absolutely love it when Pat McAfee is on the mic, and I hate it when he goes away for too long, because WWE commentary desk does feel like it's missing something every single time. And every time Pat McAfee returns, I get excited. Can't wait to hear him commentate again. Pat McAfee is definitely one of the best commentators in WWE today right now. And I don't even feel like it's that close. Pat McAfee says exactly what's on his mind. And he doesn't care who he offends. And that's why he's so great at being a commentator in WWE. Sure, it took him a few months to get his footing and to get comfortable, but once he did, his personality oozed out of his commentary, and honestly, in my opinion, it makes him one of the best commentators in WWE today. Number 4, Michael Cole. Surprisingly, Michael Cole is number 4 on my list. I know there's a lot of people out there that think Michael Cole should be higher on the list, but not me. Michael Cole is an okay UK commentator. He'd probably be lower on this list if he wasn't in WWE for almost 30 years. But this comes down to who you cheer for. If you cheer for good guys, you're gonna love Michael Cole. If you cheer for bad guys, you're gonna hate Michael Cole. What we saw on Monday Night Raw with John Cena's promo and Michael Cole's reaction is a perfect example. I absolutely loved John Cena's promo work. I thought he told the absolute truth, and Michael Cole went off on John Cena. Michael Cole, in my opinion, his biggest issue, sometimes he lets his temper get in, and his feelings get in the way of being a commentator. He's done it with John Cena. He's done it with Liv Morgan. And honestly, you're not going to be that high on my list if you keep targeting my favorite superstars. But that goes with anybody. I mean, if you're not going to like somebody if they go after your favorite superstar, that's just the way it is. And Michael Cole is a phenomenal WWE commentator. I do want to say that if anybody on the commentary desk deserves a Hall of Fame induction, it is this man right here. It doesn't matter whether he's a good guy. It doesn't matter whether he's a bad guy. Michael Cole was born to do this. Michael Cole was built to be a commentator. And Michael Cole's legacy when he is gone will be the amazing commentary skills he had, whether he was in the Attitude Era, whether he was in the Nexus Era, or whether he was in the Now Era. Michael Cole has been here through it all, through the sunshine, through the rain, through the storms. Michael Cole has been on that commentary desk, giving us his absolute best for almost 30 years. So number 4 is definitely deserved here. But with the way that Michael Cole has been reacting as of late, he'd probably be higher on my list if I agreed with him more honestly. Number 3, Gene Okerlund. We are really rewinding the clocks here for this one. But when it came to commentary in WWE in the 70s, 80s, 90s, nobody did it like Mean Gene Okerlund. This man interviewed everybody from Brutus the Beefcake to Andre the Giant to Ricky Steamboat. And Gene Okerlund was definitely one of the best commentators of all time. Yes, sadly, he did pass away in 2019, so may he rest in peace. But still, Gene Okerlund was an absolute legend. Whether he was on the commentary desk calling play-by-play or getting interviews from WWF's greatest, Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, Mean Gene Okerlund interviewed them all. He had fun with them all. And honestly, the way Gene Okerlund was able to make his personality ooze into his commentary was definitely ahead of its time. Gene Okerlund was hands down the best commentator that WWF had in the 70s and the 80s, and honestly, it wasn't even that close. And Gene Okerlund is a Hall of Famer, in my book as well. We wouldn't have names like Jim Ross, Michael Cole, if it wasn't for Gene Okerlund. Definitely a pioneer, a revolutionary in WWE commentary, and honestly, definitely deserving of the number 3 spot that he has here on my list. But Mean Gene Okerlund was just a fun commentary to a T, and he didn't let things get to him personally. He just went out there, went with the flow, and had fun and let things happen. happen. And that's what you got to do as a commentator. And that's what Mean Gene Okerlund did perfectly throughout his entire career. Number 2, Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman is built to speak. No denying that. Whether he was on the commentary desk in the 90s or he's just cutting promo after promo. Even today, Paul Heyman is an absolute legend at the commentary desk. He oozed the confidence every single time he got on the mic. Paul Heyman had no problem speaking his mind, whether you wanted to hear it or not. That was the great thing about Paul Heyman as a commentator. He had absolutely no filter. He was completely savage in everything he said, and he was great at doing play-by-play. He was great at being a heel commentator. He was even great in the 90s at interviewing a lot of superstars. But Paul Heyman is very similar to wine. He only gets better as he gets older, as we have seen within the past 5 to 10 years. If you compare him back to the late 90s, Paul Heyman is an absolute legend in the WWE, and especially when he grabs a mic. There is nobody in WWE, past, present, or future, ever, that has been as gifted on a microphone as Paul Heyman. This man is an absolute legend when it comes to just grabbing a mic and saying something. The way he speaks, the conviction that he speaks with is absolutely next level, and he could convince anyone to do anything he wants. That's just who Paul Heyman is, and honestly, you will never be able to duplicate somebody like Paul Heyman in WWE. He is just himself, and he's always just been himself. That's the great thing about Paul Heyman. He's honest, he's savage, and at the end of the day, this is who he is as a person. And in my opinion, Paul Heyman is the second greatest WWE commentator of all time, only 2. And before we get to number 1, we have our second honorable mention of the evening, and that goes to Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon, before taking over the company of WWE, was on the commentary desk for a number of years, and he was excellent at it. Whether it was play-by-play or being the heel commentator, Vince McMahon was an absolute legend in the early to mid-90s on the microphone. Nobody did it quite like Vinnie Mac. Vince McMahon had no problem telling you exactly how he felt. He was definitely the best play-by-play commentator of the early to mid-90s, and Vince McMahon was absolutely next level every time he got on a microphone. He didn't try to overexert himself. He didn't try to be over the top. Vince McMahon just was Vince McMahon. And every time he got on a mic, he was excellent. He was the voice of wrestling for the early to mid-90s. And if you grow up watching wrestling in 1990, 1992, 1994, you know exactly just how great of a commentator Vince McMahon was before taking over the company. This man truly did it all in WWE at one point or another, and the commentary desk was no exception. Vince McMahon was absolutely legendary on the commentary desk. If you owe yourself something today, go back and watch a match where Vince McMahon commentated and say I'm wrong. I know it's a hot take, but Vince McMahon was absolutely one of the best commentators in the early to mid 1990s, and honestly, nobody even held a stick to that candle. Vince McMahon was absolutely legendary. But let's get to number one. Number one, Jim Ross. Jim Ross, aka JR, was one of, in my opinion, the best commentator in WWE, and honestly, a lot of that has to do with the fact that I grew up hearing his voice. I started watching wrestling in the late 90s, and I watched it right through the 2000s to the 2010s, and Jim Ross was absolutely legendary, and the crazy thing is he didn't even try to be. He just had the voice for it. Hailing from Oklahoma, JR could do it all in WWE. Whether he's cutting segments with Vince McMahon and The Undertaker and Steve Austin, or he's on the commentary desk calling the play-by-play and giving his honest opinion. Jim Ross was an absolute legend in WWE, and when it came to his commentary skills, ain't nobody could hold a candle to that stick. I mean, Jim Ross was an absolute savage on the microphone when he needed to be, and he didn't need to raise his voice, he didn't need to yell, he just said what was on his mind, and that's exactly what I loved about JR. He had the voice that you wanted to practice, you wanted to sound like, you wanted to one day idolize your commentary voice around. He was captivating in that way. And whether Jim Ross was doing a segment with Vince McMahon, or he was doing a segment with The Undertaker, or he was on the commentary desk calling legendary match after legendary match, Jim Ross was honestly one of the best commentators of his era, and in my opinion, my favorite commentator of all time. And that was my top 10 favorite WWE commentators. Who's your favorite WWE commentator of all time? Let me know down in the comment section below. You want to say hi? You want to talk about wrestling? Just post a comment down in the comment section below, and I'll read and reply to every positive message I see. Don't forget to like the video, share the video all over social media, and you made it all the way to the end of this video, go smash that subscribe button so you can be notified of when I drop my next video. And if you want to see some more of me, Nicky D, then go check out another one of my videos, because I got hours of content that'll keep you entertained well into the evening. With that being said, I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. I'm Nicky D. This is the Nicky D channel, and I will see all y'all beautiful people next time. Bye, y'all.